mental is mental illness is like a little storm, like a storm that you bring everywhere. Maybe like if it's little, maybe you just can ignore it. Like maybe it'll be like a little annoying, but it's not a big problem. But it's not things that you just can ignore it. It'll be like more bigger and like more grow, and like it will be flooding you and suffocate you. Like when people just like just make it like take it easy, like oh, it's not a big problem. But if you more like understand it, it'll be like a danger that you just let it be, like something that maybe will harm you someday or anywhere, anytime, anywhere.
The first word that comes to my mind is suffering. How horrible that sounds, but it's just like, because a lot of time people are just suffering in silence because like you're afraid, oh, they're gonna look at me weird, or they won't understand, so you just kind of keep it to yourself.
I think mental illness is something that it happens to like all of us, like especially like the times we're living in right now. Like we're very stressed and we're always like hooked up to our phones, and like yeah, we're stressed about everything. So that's what's like coming to my mind when I think about mental illness.
정신적 질환이라는 게 처음 들었을 때는 친구나 뉴스에서 많이 들었는데 이걸 듣고 생각한 이유는 제 주위에 친구들이 막 스트레스를 많이 가지고 있고 가끔씩은 저한테 얘기를 하기 때문이에요.
I think people still really don't view it as an illness. They view it as a problem. And so it's not taken seriously, and it definitely has a negative stigma.
In Asia and less developed countries, there's definitely a lot of negative stigma. Like people tend to think that people who have mental illnesses are crazy or they are possessed by the devil.
정신적 질환이 부정적 오명을 가지고 있다는 건 저도 그렇게 생각한 이유가, 만약에 예를 들면 저랑 친구지만 친하지 않은 사람이 정신병원에 다닌다고 하면 그것도 그대로 좋지 않은 안 좋은 루머를 일으킬 수 있기 때문에 약간 부정적인 오명이 있다고 생각합니다.
Oh, for sure. The stigma around mental illness is like ridiculously negative. It makes you feel even worse than the actual mental illness itself. It's like, oh, people are now thinking this of me.
I cannot talk with anyone. I'll be judged. That's the thing in Asia. Like everyone judge you. Like if I have mental illness, just like you are a cray baby, or like you're not strong enough.
Yeah, definitely. I think it should be something that people are comfortable talking about. Like the way you would say, I have a cold, or my stomach's upset, or even like, I have diabetes. Like it's an illness. There's varying degrees of severity, and it's something that's real and has symptoms and affects people on a daily basis.
I'm actually a media and communication major, so we study a lot about that, and like just because we like these days we can get information from all around the world like in a matter of seconds. I think if kind of like freaks people out more. They're like more nervous, more scared about things that are going around. But I know like for a fact that like still there's a lot of people out there that are too afraid to like seek help or do anything about it, just because it's such a stigma around it.
It definitely needs to be talked about more. I mean, I think it's gotten a lot better from like when I was younger. It's definitely improved over the years. It's still not where it needs to be, because I think it definitely varies from culture to culture. In the US, it's definitely talked about more. People are more willing to talk about it, and people are more open to being someone's shoulder to cry on, I guess. In certain cultures and certain countries, it's like it's something that you just like don't talk about.
If you have any kind of mental issues, they just throw you in like a crazy house with people with serious problems. Oh, in Finland, it's talked about very openly. Like if somebody has some kind of mental illness, they talk about it as if like it's just normal part of life. Like I like mangoes. Oh, and also I have anxiety. It's like that. So it's definitely a lot more open, and people are very supportive. Like if somebody has any kind of issues, like nobody judges them. They can go to even their teacher, their professor. Basically, very supportive system.
정신적 질환은 지금도 많이 알려져 있지만 조금 더 확장시켜서 소리를 넓혀가야 된다고 생각하고, 그 이유가 정신적 질환은 하나의 특정한 병인데도 불구하고 사람들의 나쁜 시야, 시견, 시에 견해가 있기 때문에 그거에 대해서는 좀 더 넓은 목소리를 이어가야 된다고 생각해요.
No, it's definitely like pushed under the rug for sure, especially with school culture. Amongst students, amongst college students, high school students, there's so much pressure to succeed and be the best, kind of, that it's like, well, fuck, you're putting so much pressure and weight on like such young people. Second place isn't the runner-up, it's the first place loser.
Because like mental illness is kind of like any other illness, like if like a physical illness, whatever. So I heard from a friend of mine who's Korean, he's homosexual, and he was like, yeah, like when it comes to like the suicide rate like here in Korea, it is especially high among homosexuals because they can't live their life as they want to and be open about things. Korea is an exception when it comes